to Bet Sports.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another big show, New to Bet Sports. We're back for another week, College Football National Championship week, sort of. It's on Monday, I guess, but we'll talk about it. We'll talk about the playoffs. Everything's happened. A lot of coaching vacancies. And I don't know if you saw, but just what was that, 2 or 3 hours ago, Mike Tomlin steps down, head coach of the Steelers. So first time they're going to be searching for a coach in quite a long time.
It's amazing how they do things in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
They've only had 3 coaches since 1970, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Because Chuck Noll was there forever, and then Bill Cowher. And then Tomlin's been there, 20? Has it been
19
10 years?
19 years. Yep.
And I think you can be there too long.
Mm-hmm.
And they haven't won a playoff game in forever. And I think he got tired of it. And they kept winning with nothing, really.
Mm-hmm.
When you get right down to it, they haven't had a quarterback in how long?
Yeah.
Since Roethlisberger.
Yeah. In the last few years of him were not good.
No, but they kept winning games they shouldn't. He's a great coach. If he wants to coach somewhere again, he could get hired tonight, probably.
It's going to be a very interesting situation in the AFC North. 3 out of 4 are gone. The Bengals keep theirs.
A lot of people thought he'd be gone.
Exactly. I think everybody knew the Browns that was going to happen. The Ravens wasn't a huge surprise.
No.
I don't think this would be considered a huge surprise either.
No, he'd kind of hinted at it, I think.
Yeah.
And I don't think they were going to fire him. That's for sure.
No,
the way they acted.
Yeah, it didn't seem like it. You know, it was really interesting, the timing of it. For sure, but because it kind of felt like, okay, they won the division, he's going to be back, and I guess he just decided that was it after the game last night, and maybe he had that in his mind all along. John Harbaugh, where's he going to end up? That'll be very interesting. I've heard, the Falcons. That's one of the big rumors, but he's got to be number one out there right now for everybody.
Yeah, him and Tomlin now both.
I don't know if he's going in. I don't know what he's going to do.
I don't know either. He may take a year off.
Yeah.
They both might.
Yeah.
Money's not an issue. That's not an issue. They've made enough money over their lives to not worry about that. I could see Tomlin just saying the hell with it for a year.
Mm-hmm.
Being a TV guy if he wants to.
Yep.
He'd probably be pretty good. Although he doesn't say much. But I would think he would be pretty good. Harbaugh would too.
Mm-hmm.
Most people seem to think Harbaugh is definitely going to coach again next year.
Yeah,
but I've heard a couple of people today saying Tomlin may take a year off.
It's interesting. What's going to be interesting to me? Okay, what do the Ravens do? Because that's a pretty good job. And now, what do the Steelers do? Because these are jobs that don't come open very often.
Oh, no, these are. I mean, the Steelers. Come on, storied franchise.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't have a quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
And haven't had one.
It's a weird problem there. You're gonna have to get a coach that really. I mean, you're just gonna hit the ground running, knowing this is what we've got, and we are this type of offense, no matter what I have.
Yeah, and
so do you bring in somebody with that kind of background?
Well, if I was another coach, I would think I'd have to look at that Steelers thing and say, God dang, they did tremendous to win what they did.
Yeah.
And I would be a little bit afraid to come in there unless they make some changes. Mm-hmm. But they're quarterback away from being good.
Mm-hmm.
My opinion. They're just, and maybe they'll be more dynamic on offense. Maybe with a change. A change may be beneficial to them. But I think Baltimore's the better job for sure.
Yeah. I agree with you as well. I think they've got more players, and like I said, you can kind of find
a problem.
Yeah, well, they do, and you're gonna have to find the right kind of niche, This year it was a matter of an injury problem. He played pretty well when he was healthy.
He did.
You know,
he's a good quarterback, and he's just came along when Mahomes and Allen have been along, you know, and we'll talk about Josh Allen here in a minute, but in the Bills, and a lot of times, you know, you're judged by if you win a Super Bowl or not, which I don't think that's fair. But anyway, I think Baltimore's much better position to win. That's dumb to say when Pittsburgh seems like they win the division almost every year.
Yeah, we're going to find out. You know, sometimes you get sick. You know, we get sick of Tomlin if you're a Pittsburgh fan, and then he leaves, and sometimes you go, oh, wait a second. Maybe it wasn't so bad after all.
I know, and they may find that out.
They might.
You know, but you can stay too long in a place. Your voice, you know, your voice gets old. You hear the same old thing, and I guess the Eagles are going to keep their guy.
Well, there's a lot of speculation there.
They could have fired him today if they were going to.
That was a disaster of a team for the last 8 or 9 weeks. That chemistry was just
there's something wrong.
Yeah, bad.
And they were even mouthing each other in the game the other day.
I know. I think they would have won that game if they just could have gotten along on the sidelines. It's a lot of it's AJ Brown. I mean, he's
an issue. They got to get rid of him.
He's a problem. Yeah.
And, you know, I think the coach does a good job. And they just had issues all year long.
Yeah.
And it's hard to defend a championship. And that was a tough matchup with the Niners. You don't want to have to play them. You just don't. No. And they're a tough bunch to eliminate. And I wasn't surprised they won. Were you?
No, I wasn't.
No.
I just that's one I didn't bet at all. I didn't have any idea on it. And
the point spread was too big.
Yeah,
I took it.
You're right. I probably should have, but I just seen, you know, they got just saw the Niners kind of just get smoked at home.
Yeah, that's true.
And so I couldn't dive in on it. But I wasn't shocked they won. I was not shocked at all.
No. Tremendous coaching job there to hold that team together with all those injuries.
Yep.
There's tons of them all year long.
Yeah, we say that every year with them. It's crazy.
I know it. And they play a great division in a really tough division and hang in there and win games on the road. They're really a good road team. Just a confident bunch. You know, you got that confidence in you. You're the Niners, and, you know, you're hard to beat.
All right, let's get to the games this weekend. You said it off air. It's like, boy, those are some of the best we've had, and I agree. I think these are just as good this week. I think they've got a chance to be. All right, well, let's get it going. Saturday at 2:30. This is was that be Eastern? That would be Mountain Time that I'm on. So it's 3:30 Central, 4:30 Eastern, 2:30 Mountain Time as I sit here in Denver, Colorado to talk about this game. Here's what I will tell you. They're fired up for this game. There's kind of a square downtown. It's called Larimer Square, and they've got the jersey numbers hanging up from the center of the road. And I mean, it's big time atmosphere right now already. However, Buffalo is a 1.5 point favorite in this game. So getting a lot of respect after going to Jacksonville and winning. Can they go to Denver and win this week? What do you think?
Yeah, it's going to be a good one. I've been to Denver during Super Bowl time too. I was out there one time in the winter, and I think they were getting ready to play the Super Bowl or the actual Super Bowl. I think it was between the championship, conference championship, and the Super Bowl when you have 2 weeks. It is nuts. They love their Broncos. They really do. It's a great sports city, which you found out last night. We'll talk about it later, what you did last night. It's a great sports city, but they love the Broncos. What have they won? Like 3 Super Bowls, I think.
Let's see. Elway won 2, and then they won 1 with Manning. Yes, 3.
So they've won 3. They know what they're doing. We talked about Lamar, and Josh Allen's in the same boat. Mahomes is not here this year. I have to think the Bills would have got to the Super Bowl at least once, wouldn't you? Had Mahomes not ended their season like he did. The one year when they scored with like 15 seconds left, and they definitely would have made it that year. Got a guy here who lives on my street that's a Buffalo fan, and the weather's really nice. So I was walking outside today up the street, and he was out and I never talked to him ever. I just seen he had a flag in his yard.
Yeah.
And you don't see Buffalo Bill flag in the yard very often.
No.
And he grew up in Buffalo.
Well, there you go.
And ended up here. And he knows everything there is. I mean, the guy was unbelievable. And he goes, he said, so nervous. I'm so nervous. He goes, I would like to see a championship before I die. And he brings back the game. And when they had the Giants and Scott Norwood missed the field goal. And he goes, that's haunted me my whole life. He's not that old a guy. But anyway, I'm going to take the Bills. I think they're going to go in there and beat them.
Mm-hmm.
I thought they showed a lot of guts winning in Jacksonville. Whatever day that was. That was a tremendous game too. I thought Jacksonville played great.
Yeah.
And Buffalo had to give everything they had to win that game, and they did.
You feel like Josh Allen just beat them, really.
He did.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to be the difference in this game if they don't turn the ball over.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think he's better than that's no knocks on Bo Nix. Josh Allen's better than about anybody that's left.
Yeah.
In the playoffs.
Yeah.
I think they're going to win it. Denver is damn tough to beat in Colorado. There's no doubt about it. Temperature, though, look 48. Looks like good weather. That's not going to – temperature's not going to bother Buffalo anyway. So the weather's not going to be a factor. I just think it's Buffalo's time, and I think they're going to get it done. So I'm taking Buffalo to win outright in this. I don't need that 1.5. I think they're going to beat them.
Yeah, I can vouch. The weather is gorgeous here, and it sounds like it's going to be throughout the week, so should be good for game time there in Denver. Yeah, it's really tough to go against Josh Allen. He's just. I mean, I felt sorry for the Jags because
I did too.
The Jags didn't choke or anything like that. Like you kind of thought they might. They played pretty well.
They played a good game. They did.
It just got beat by him. I mean, his last couple of drives were just fantastic. So, gosh,
come on. I got to admit, a lot of my pick, I'm rooting my butt off for Buffalo. And I'm not a Buffalo fan, but I do like him.
Yeah.
And I used to be a huge Denver fan. And I don't, it's not going to break my heart if Denver wins. But I just think it's Buffalo's time.
I can't bet this game because I just feel like Denver's the better team, but I don't want to take them. I want to take Buffalo.
Yeah.
I think
Denver's better overall.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
And they know how to win close games.
So my worry is, okay, Denver's got a great defense, but sometimes a great quarterback can score a little on that great defense.
Yeah.
And what happens if Buffalo can get ahead or make it tight, get a lead late in the game, or even an early third quarter, something like that? Can the Denver offense respond? That's what I worry about. If this game gets tight, I worry about something like that. So I'm taking Buffalo. I'm not going to bet this game though, because I mean, it's kind of the same thing as last week. I didn't bet the Buffalo-Jacksonville game last week because it's like, I think the Jags are the better team, but Josh Allen can go in there and win, and I think he can do the same in this game.
I was more confident with them last week than I am this week, and I'm pretty confident with them this week. The thing that worries me about Buffalo is their defense. It's not very good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But the Broncos aren't explosive either.
No,
they might be able to run the ball and cram it down their throat. I don't know.
This feels like a game here that I think it's going to be lower scoring. I don't think Buffalo is going to have to score 28 to win. I think they can win 20-17.
I do too, because I don't think Denver doesn't score a lot of points.
Mm-hmm.
But you never have them beat. That's the thing.
Yeah.
They are a fourth quarter team.
Another thing that sticks out in my mind, the Jags came in here and won it wasn't easy, but they came in here and they beat the Broncos. And Buffalo just went down there and beat the Jags. And one thing does not equal another. That's not how this works. But at the same time, this year specifically, this is just not a situation where it's like, well, you're not going there and winning. You know what I mean? Like there just isn't that. I mean, And that's not to say Denver can't win or Denver, should. I really think they probably should be favored in the game, but at the end of the day, I just feel like it's not a terrifying thing to come to Denver and try to win a game this year. So
they're not favored because of Allen.
Right. Yeah.
That's the deal.
Yeah. The public's taking Allen. The public bets quarterbacks and shit.
They do.
I can't blame them.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So, all right, we're both going to take the Bills. Like I said, I'm not betting this game though. I'm too chicken because I do think Denver. I have a ton of respect for them. So
no, I do too.
All right, 49ers Seahawks next here in Seattle. Seahawks are a 7.5-point favorite in this game. The big point spread, but look, it probably should be. The last time we saw these two teams, Seattle dominated the 49ers, and that was in San Francisco with everything on the line. San Francisco could have won the division with a win. Seattle went in there and dominated. So I see why the spread is what it is. The question I'm going to ask you now is, can the Seahawks do it again?
Well, sure they can. Here's the next thing. Some teams have a problem coming off a bye.
Yeah.
And I think the 49ers have a little advantage playing. That was another really, really good game. We talked about it before we came on the air, how gutty the Niners were in winning that game. When it was close there in the fourth quarter, I just had a feeling they were going to win it. I can't take Seattle in 7.5. I just can't. And that's just too many points. You're betting. It's a dangerous bet if you bet against the Niners 7.5. I mean, that's tough. Yeah. So I'm taking the Niners in the points. Seattle may win. I think they're as good as anybody. They're solid. You don't win 14 games in this league without being good. And they've proved it. But they've lost 2 games at home. Isn't that unusual?
It is. Yeah.
3 games all year and 2 of them are at home. I'd hate them to beat the 49ers twice in 3 weeks.
Yeah. You gotta have I have a lot of respect for the 49ers as well. But it just kind of feels like this Seattle team might be the best in the whole
league. They may be. They're damn good.
They're really good. I'm with you. It feels like too many points to me as well. I kind of like the over in this game a little bit. But 7.5 is a lot. But I would take it. I'm taking Seattle in this game.
Are you?
Yeah, it's just one of those situations. We just saw it. Like, here's the deal. I don't necessarily care about regular season games when it comes to the playoffs but two things I do. A playoff style game, which is what we saw last time out, right? And then a very recent
all on the line.
Yeah, like say they matched up week 3 and Seattle won by 20. I don't give a shit. I could not care less about that.
Way a long time ago, yep.
But if it's a couple weeks ago and it wasn't a situation where one team's resting starters and one team's doing this or that. No, it was a huge game. And I know the other side of it is, well, the Niners will bounce back. And I think they will, but we just saw it. Seattle dominated. Yeah. And I think they'll be able to. I don't think they're going to dominate this time, but I can't flip to the 49ers based on what we just saw. I think of like Oregon and Indiana. We'll talk about Indiana in a minute, but like people were texting me the day of the game going, "You got to bet Oregon." And I was like, "No, you absolutely don't." We just saw this 5 weeks ago in Oregon, and Indiana dominated that football game. If not for a pick 6, it would have been about a 17-point win. I was like, I don't see how it's going to flip. Now we're at a neutral field, So anyway,
I see your reasoning, and it makes sense.
Yeah, no, and again, that's not saying I think you're done for betting the 49ers because there are you can make reasons, right? And I think in the NFL, it's a little bit easier to flip it than it is in college, but I still think Seattle's the play here.
Good enough.
Yeah. All right.
I'll go the other way.
Yeah, you're going to go the other way. All right, let's go to Sunday's games here. And we're going to start with the Texans and the Patriots. A 3-point favorite here for the Patriots. And this is a very interesting game. We saw the Patriots struggle but win. I say struggle, but it was a double-digit win in their first game against the Chargers. The Texans, for 3 quarters, felt like they may lose the game, and then they won 30-6. They're ugly, but they're damn good defensively. Are they good enough to go to New England and win on Sunday?
I didn't see any of the Patriots game, so It seemed like it just kind of fallen. It was a boring one.
It was a slog. Yeah.
The Chargers were without a quarterback, basically, and they're the Chargers. So how do you read that?
Yeah.
The Chargers just cannot get over the hump. Yeah. I love the Texans defensively. Golly, they are nails, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Then you got to get to thinking, what were they playing against last night? Not much.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the Steelers don't have much offense. They don't have any threat. So, but they just stopped them, dominated them. But they didn't score till the fourth quarter. Yeah. And they had it given to them most of those points. That was not a 30-6 game. So don't go there with it. That was about a 17-6 game, really?
That's what I mean. I watched the first quarter.
Yeah, that's right. You were
so I was following. I'd follow on my phone, and every time I checked it, it was 7-6.
Yeah, so they scored a nice drive to make it 14-6, and then they got some breaks to pull away.
Yeah,
still impressive though to go to Pittsburgh and win. This is the one I'm having the most trouble with.
Mm-hmm.
I've not become a New England fan yet. Should, I guess.
Yeah.
But I don't know if the Texans, I don't know if they got enough offense to go up there and win.
Yeah.
So I want to take Houston. I think they might be a little better, but I can't do it. I think I don't think this home field advantage means a whole lot because the Patriots have lost all 3 of their games at home.
That is 100% a thing. And the other thing is, I think when you're a team that's built like the Texans, I don't think it matters where you play.
No, because you're not flashy.
Yeah.
I think the under's in play in this one too.
The Texans kind of remind me of how Oklahoma was built this year.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, OU, it didn't matter if they played at home or road, really. They played the same.
They did.
Know? And I think the Texans are kind of that way. They're going to play really hard defense. They're going to get after you. They're going to get after your quarterback. And their offense, you're just kind of praying something good happens.
Yeah.
Don't
turn it over, CJ. Don't turn it over.
Yeah, and he does a lot.
No, he does.
At least he did in the last game.
It's hard to – I'm going to take the under. I can see another 17-13.
This one's tough for me, too, because these were my 2 best bets from round 1, and now they're playing each other. But the Texans were my best bet because I really thought they would dominate Pittsburgh when Pittsburgh had the football, which is what happened. The Patriots, I didn't think – put it this way, the Texans won almost exactly – not talking about the score, but just exactly how they won the game is how I thought they would win. The Patriots, if you would have told me, hey, they're only going to score 16 tonight, I would have been pretty damn nervous.
Yeah.
They got to be a little better. I think they acknowledge that, though. I want the Patriots again, so I'm going to take them in this game.
Yeah, I'm going to take the under.
Yeah, I like the under as well.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be shocked, though, if this flips because defense is very, very good. They're in Houston, no doubt about it.
Yeah. Well, obviously, the Patriots are pretty good on defense, too.
Well, that's just it. And how you really don't have to be that good to slow down.
You don't.
The Texans.
Yeah.
So, and look, their defense. Here's the deal. I felt sorry for Justin Herbert. He's
banged up,
and they just killed him in this game. And he just kept getting up. And it's like, man, you just stay down. Like, I tell you what, they almost got that guy killed this year. That offensive line was just horrific in Los Angeles. All right. Did you say you're going to go Patriots as well?
I'm going under.
Oh, that's right. You're going under. I'm going to go Patriots. Let's go to the last one. I'm wildly intrigued by this game. The Rams go on the road to take on the Bears. The Rams are a 3.5-point favorite. The Bears barely escaped, looked dead, came back and won that game, mostly because Jordan Love took the second half off for the Packers. That was abysmal for the Packers offensively in that game. The Rams, on the other hand, they damn near got beat.
They were abysmal too.
The Panthers played a great game.
They did.
They were ready. Bryce Young played well. And it took Matt Stafford making 2 great drives and a great catch on the last touchdown for the Rams to win. So I'm not sold on either one of these teams. The Rams really didn't play well down the stretch. The Bears are still kind of the Bears, so it's just scary. I don't know what to do with this game.
Yeah,
What do you
this
think?
is a toughie.
Yeah.
Well, I gave up on the game because I had the Bears as the best bet.
Yeah. Well, great bet, by the way.
And I was so damn mad when it was 21-3.
Yeah.
That's I'm not going to watch this. Why am I going to sit here and suffer through this?
And it was an ugly.
It was horrible.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you texted me, and I had just checked the score. I swear I had totally turned it off. Didn't even give it I don't know what I was watching. I was watching something. I might have been watching something on Netflix.
I mean, you could have been watching anything but that.
Was
game.
it like
So
was that game Sunday night?
I can't remember what night that was. No, Saturday
Saturday night. I don't know what I was. I may have watched a basketball game. I don't know. But anyway, I said, that's it. I'm not turning this back on. And then I was running through some basketball scores, and I saw they won. And I covered. I couldn't believe it. And then I got to check on how they did it. I'm a little surprised the Rams are favored by 3.5 on the road.
Same.
I thought they might be maybe 1 point, maybe, but 3.5 is pretty good for a team that went in and played an 8-9 team and had to have a miracle to win. I don't see that they were that impressive at Carolina. In fact, I thought they were going to lose. Didn't you?
Yes. I always kind of felt like they were going to win until the last touchdown for the Panthers.
Yeah.
When they did that, I thought, you know what? This Panthers defense has played them tough. They may stop them here.
Yeah.
And look, the Rams made some great plays where they
did
stop. They did. They made them earn it. I'll give them.
And the Rams couldn't stop Carolina.
No, they could not.
They took the lead a couple of times. Couldn't stop them.
Yes. Yep. Guys were open.
Scary because the Bears can score.
Yeah. I lean Bears in the points.
I do too. Now, again, I don't know the details of that game. Did Green Bay help them?
Oh my God!
So they turned it over and stuff.
I don't remember. I don't remember a critical turnover. I'm trying to think.
But they just didn't do anything offensively.
They didn't. I mean, they got maybe like one first down the whole freaking half. It felt like they did nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. It was bad.
Well, I've been impressed, and I'm not a big fan, but I've been impressed with Williams all year.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's developing into a very good quarterback.
Right.
And he may be on the verge of becoming the best player in the NFC.
Yeah.
You can argue, but him coming of age this year is the reason they're 11-6. I'm thinking the Rams may be 3.5 point favorites because of Stafford.
Yeah.
But Williams is magic when he gets going.
Yeah. It was a weird game for him because I would say for 2.5 quarters, he was garbage in this game. Yeah. And then for a quarter and a half, which was the last, obviously the last part of the game, he made plays again.
I saw the play where he was scrambling around, I think, and he kind of was off balance and zinged one about 50 yards, perfectly thrown.
Yep.
Not too many guys can do that.
Yep.
I'm going Bears. I'm not that high on the Rams.
Yeah, I think this is neither side can make you look kind of dumb type of game. The Bears. Well, look, let's face it. I was on the Bears last week as well, and I was sitting there like, you're an idiot. What are you doing?
Sitting there going, they choked again.
Yeah, and it looked brutally bad, and until it didn't. And then you could do the same thing this week and go, well, I watched them play like shit. Why am I backing them again here? But I like getting 3.5 here.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
What do you think is going to happen in Green Bay? They got issues at quarterback. The guy's too inconsistent. I know he's coming off an injury, but he was fantastic in the first half of that game, evidently.
He was, yeah.
And then they didn't do anything in the second half.
Well, I think you said it, and I think that's the enigma that is Jordan Love is the inconsistency.
Yeah.
And you could probably say that with a coaching staff as well. That's a very inconsistent team.
It is.
There were
They were rolling till he got hurt, though.
That disrupted the season.
It did.
There were weeks this year where you watched Green Bay and you said that might be the best team in the league.
Well, don't forget they lost Parsons.
Oh, I know they had a lot of injuries and it was problems. But
I think they need to stay patient, probably.
Yes, but I would say it's growing a little thin.
This probably is going to be. They'll probably say make some changes on the staff.
Yeah,
and we'll give you another year.
Yeah.
Well, somebody's going to take the blame. There's no question. It's just going to be who is going to take the blame.
You start the year on the hot seat if you're LaFleur, I would say. Jordan Love is a real problem, in my opinion. Forget about the injuries and not even this game. He really struggled in the second half, but a broader picture. And we've talked about him before, like, God, there are games where you're like, this guy isn't it. And then there are games where you go, wow, this guy might be the next great quarterback. I mean,
you're right. There's been games. Whew.
Yeah. But
everything's beautiful that he does. And then I don't know, but it's funny how somebody has to take the blame. So they'll fire the offensive coordinator or somebody. And it's like Oklahoma had to fire somebody on the offensive. So let's fire the tight ends coach. It's all his fault.
Right. No, well, I mean, that's kind of what happens when you're not very good.
That's exactly what I mean. I don't really think a tight ends coach is really that essential in college football.
It's probably essential to your tight ends, and that's it.
I don't think they're just, hey, we got to fire somebody. Well, how about him? Okay, that'll work.
Yeah. They went down the list and said, let's find the spot where we have no players. Tight end. Okay, that works. Everybody hates him anyway. Okay. Bye.
Yeah, and the yo-yos at OU, the Commodores think that's a big deal when they hired, and it is.
Yeah.
Jason Witten's a big deal. So
for sure.
But it's not, I don't know how much responsibility the tight ends coach is going to have. But
well, he's going to be responsible for the tight ends. So, and that's it. So.
And like you were saying, he has a 5-star son that's a linebacker, and that's probably why he was pursued for the job.
That's good enough for me, to be quite honest with you.
High school? Jason Witten was a superstar with the Cowboys, for those of you that don't know. Probably going to be in the Hall of Fame.
Yep.
And they hired him at OU as the tight ends coach.
Yeah.
He was coaching high school, wasn't he, in Texas, I think.
Yeah.
And they got him, and he's got a son that's a 5-star linebacker.
Well, at position coach, that's good enough for me. Get your son.
Yeah. Put him at tight ends. He can't hurt anything there.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
he may be a great coach. I don't know that.
He may or may not. But if that kid's really good, I don't really care.
You can stay as long as you want, bud.
Because again, the tight end
will help in recruiting a little bit, probably too.
I would say
recruiting the state of Texas. I would think he would have a name and would help.
Yeah, I would say so as well.
Yeah.
All right, let's move over to college. The national championship game is here. This is really a special run that we're seeing right now for Indiana. They have really been something. They're an 8.5-point favorite. Now, you want to talk about special runs. I kind of look back at the playoff, and there's one team that really makes this look worse for my picking than it really has been, and that has been Miami, because I picked against them all 3 times, and they've won all 3 times. All these other games, I was pretty good opinions on, except those. It was terrible. I guess by the last game, I should have gotten over the fact they lost 2 games this year, but it's hard to. But they're here now. I haven't got them right yet, and I'm going to go against them one more time. I'm taking Indiana, but tell me why. Maybe
the same way. The Texas Tech game, I wasn't shocked. I'm sure I took Tech, but I wasn't stunned because it's Tech. The next one, that was a shocker. when they beat Ohio State.
Mm-hmm.
But after that, I thought, okay, they are legit. You don't beat Ohio State if you're not
Right.
worthy of being where you're at.
Right.
And I thought with Mississippi and all the chaos that's going on, yeah, they got to. And Miami's defense is really good. And when Ole Miss came back and scored, I thought the bubble might be done.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to give Carson Beck credit.
Yeah. Yeah.
He played really well. And he made some throws on that last drive. He's that one play, I think it was 3rd and 8 or something. He zinged that thing in there perfect. So now you can't say he's a liability.
No.
You know? And I was rooting so hard for Mississippi. I came to where I really loved that team. I loved watching them play.
Same.
And man, it just running the whole season for me when they got beat. Now let's get to Indiana. What are we watching here?
I don't know.
Now, Oregon could not have played any worse.
Yeah.
They gave them 4 touchdowns.
Yeah.
They were awful. Why isn't anybody on them? That was a pitiful performance.
Yep. Yep.
I mean, Indiana had something to do with that for sure. But that was just an out and out, not show up and play like crap performance by Oregon,
Yep.
which they have done before.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
They did it last year.
They did. Yep.
How good a coach is this guy? I don't know.
Well.
I mean, he wins a ton of games.
Yeah.
But we judge all of these coaches on how they do in these big games like this. He's flunked it twice.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't ever hear anybody say anything about him. And I like him. But anyway, you can't fumble the ball. You can't throw interceptions against this team. You're going to get your ass kicked, and you're going to probably get your ass kicked anyway. So
Yeah. Yeah.
they are, I don't know how to describe them. They're just solid. They don't have a weakness.
They're like a robotic football.
They are.
Yeah.
They just kick your butt.
And you're right. They don't. There's no gimmick to them at all.
No.
They just line up and play.
They're just so fundamentally sound.
Mm-hmm.
They don't make mistakes. There's every facet of their team is solid.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell is going on here? How can this be?
I don't know.
The old traditional guy like me is sitting there thinking, how in the world has this happened?
I know. It's been unbelievable. I will say this. Other than Indiana, the other team that has been the best on the line of scrimmage in the playoff is Miami.
There's no doubt.
And can Miami do it again? Can they dominate both lines of scrimmage again? I don't see any way that they're going to dominate it, but can they hang with them? That's key number one.
What do you think after you've seen their defense? They could stop Indiana a little bit.
I would think.
That's their, but you know what? Mississippi moved it on them.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's a damn good offense.
They really are.
They're good.
God, I hate not watching him play again.
I know. I love Trinidad. Yeah.
And then the NCAA didn't let him have that year of eligibility. I don't know. That might have been fine. I didn't study any of that. But anyway, I can't take – I've sit there and watched Indiana destroy Alabama.
Yeah.
And Alabama didn't help them that much. They destroyed them. And then Oregon might as well just not even bothered to show up.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm still going to take Miami plus 8.5. Because I think they might be able to slow Indiana down enough to where they – the worry, though, is taking them at 8.5. They may hang around, 5, 6, 7 points the whole game, and then Indiana scores late.
Yeah, I could see it happening like that. I don't know. I can't go against Indiana that much.
I'm picking them to win. There's no doubt.
Yeah.
It'd be a fool not to.
I'm going to take them with the points, too. I just think they're –
Well, I hope you're right, because I want them to win.
Well, look, I mean, okay, Miami's been fantastic. right?
They have.
Okay, but they won a 1-score game against A&M. They won by 10 against Ohio State, and then they won a 1-score game against Ole Miss. Okay, Indiana has just dominated.
They've destroyed them,
right? And so I think that's a difference.
Well, you could argue that Ohio State and Mississippi is better than Alabama and Oregon, but you wouldn't have argued that going into the games. So
no, I think Oregon, Ole Miss. I probably would have picked Ole Miss, but I really like Ole Miss.
Yeah,
the other Alabama. Again, Alabama got a lot of shit when they got destroyed.
They did.
And Oregon got destroyed worse, so maybe you back up and go, well, maybe it's just Indiana. It's not.
I think you do.
Yeah. So
I think Alabama came out of that slaughter looking good. After they destroyed Oregon.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know who was the toughest two. I know beating Alabama like that isn't easy. I can tell you that much.
Do what now?
Beating Alabama like that's not easy.
No, it's not. It's not.
I really don't think Miami would have beat Alabama as bad as Indiana did.
No, I don't either.
So
it's just you sit there and you watch this and you go, what am I watching?
Yeah.
What is going on?
Yeah, I know.
How are they that much better than everybody else?
Yep.
They just line up. They don't get shook. Somebody makes a play on a big deal. Let's go get them the next time.
Mm-hmm.
They're solid at every position.
Yep.
It's been a long time since we've seen domination like this.
Yep.
I mean, that one Georgia team, 4 or 5 years ago, dominated everybody.
LSU, that team was.
That is what they're being compared to a lot.
Yep.
I think they lost the game though, didn't they? Somewhere.
No, I don't think so.
Were they undefeated? Like
Pretty
this?
sure they were undefeated. Yeah.
This will be the first 16-0 team, right?
I believe you're right about that. Yeah.
Because we haven't had this many games before.
Right. Yeah. Miami playing at home. What do you think about that?
I don't think that makes a damn bit of difference.
I don't either.
I think everybody in Indiana will be there.
Well, and I mean,
the tickets are divided evenly, so
Miami really doesn't play well at home anyway. So
nobody cares about them unless they're super.
Yeah. Right.
If they're 8-4, you watch a game in Miami, there ain't nobody there.
Well, look.
I mean, when they're really good, there is.
That's the thing. Even when they're really good, they're like I feel like they don't sell it out.
This game, it's not on campus, is it?
No, it's where they play though. It's at Hard Rock.
I know, but it's not like it's at the university.
No.
I think that makes a difference.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think that matters to Indiana at all.
I think even in the regular season, I think that's why Miami might struggle a little bit at home. It's not. It's where the Dolphins play. It's the Dolphins.
It's not their stadium. It's not on campus.
Exactly. Yeah.
I believe the Orange Bowl was, but now I could be totally the old Orange Bowl.
The old Orange Bowl I thought was on campus. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm beginning to think maybe it wasn't.
It wasn't? Okay.
I don't, it may not have been.
Well, the old Orange Bowl was not where this is located.
No. Yeah. This is way north.
Yeah.
Of where
this is okay. If you
in Fort Lauderdale, isn't it?
Yes. It's kind of in between Fort Lauderdale and Miami, but it's way out. It's not. It's not by the coast at all. Like if you stay at Hallandale Beach, where Gulfstream Park is, and you face not Gulfstream, you face the other side, and you're up, say 10 floors on your hotel, you can see the field. It's way out there though.
Yeah.
So it's not close to anything, city related or campus related.
I think Indiana could play on the moon. It wouldn't.
Yeah, you could be right about that.
I mean, I don't think they're going to be intimidated by anything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if they were going to crack, we'd have seen. If there was some crack in the armor, we would have seen it.
Yeah.
It's just going to be. Is Miami good enough to stay with them on both sides of the ball?
Yeah.
I don't think there's any doubt Miami's probably got more pro prospects than Indiana.
I don't know about that.
You don't think so? I don't know, but you don't hear about Indiana's players pro-wise too much.
I see a lot of them, though, when I watch them.
Well, they're one of those teams that
Go ahead.
they just, I don't know. You look at, like, I always compare stuff to OU. When OU won the national championship in 2000, they just had a bunch of guys that they just played their butts off every week.
Yep.
And they believed they were going to win.
Mm-hmm.
They had no doubt they were going to win. You get a bunch like that together, that's pretty good. Because there were some superstars sprinkled on that team. They didn't have a bunch, but there was some. And you get them playing lights out, and they did. And these other guys who are kind of shit on, and they're kind of, nobody wants them. They get some confidence going, and they get to playing above their heads. That kind of a team is almost impossible to beat.
Yeah.
When you got good players around them, and that's what this is.
Yeah. Yeah.
They've just got a bunch of guys that are really, really good.
Yep. And they're locked in.
They're locked in.
It's easier to get that kid with a chip on the shoulder to lock in.
Yep.
That's for sure. We've seen that firsthand.
Yeah. Once you can get that.
Yeah.
And they believe you.
Yeah.
And obviously that's what's going on there. And they got talent.
Yeah.
And the guys are great coach, and obviously the staff has got to be nails. Nothing bothers them.
Yeah. Well, the quarterback's fantastic. That's one thing.
He makes the plays.
And they've got great playmakers around him.
Oh, the receivers are underrated.
Tight end is fantastic. Two outside receivers are fantastic.
They are really, really good.
Yeah. And so there's your offense right there.
Their secondary is tough.
Yep. The big thing, and this is that I've said it for ever since they went up to Oregon and just manhandled them, and ever since that Illinois game, and they manhandled them. And I said it then. It's like it's been an unbelievable job this year, even compared to last year, because their lines are so dominant in these games.
Oh, they're so much better than they were last year.
Yeah, and
nobody thought this could happen. It's just
no. I remember thinking I think they'll lose 3 or 4 this year.
I did too. I don't think I had them in the top 25.
Yeah.
Most magazines didn't have them that highly rated.
No.
Well, this quarterback, he was not looked at all.
No.
Didn't he play in New Mexico last year?
No, I played California.
Okay, well, looky there. I mean, come on, California. What'd they do?
Yeah.
He comes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And so, and they've already went and got another one for next year.
Mm-hmm.
And so, anyway, it's an amazing story. Now, we talked about him like this, and we're just going to jinx the hell out of them. Probably they're probably going to come out and stink it up.
Well, I mean, if they do, they do. I don't care either way, but
I don't think they will.
No.
I think Miami's going to play a great game.
Yeah, they might. But I'm with you. I think Indiana's going to get them.
Yep.
Let me ask you this last thing. Let's say Miami wins the game.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be 2 years in a row. 1 year last year, the 8 seed won it, Ohio State, and then the 10 seed would win it this year if Miami wins it. What? How do we take what's happened before the playoffs serious? When the 8 seed and the 10 seed have won it.
Yeah. It's a pretty good argument for expanding the playoffs, isn't it?
It's also a pretty good argument for what happened before the playoff.
Yeah.
Could have
the wrong teams won, you say?
Could have absolutely been a bunch of bullshit.
It could have.
Because really, in all honesty, what happened before they expanded this?
I know it.
ESPN would just hype up whoever they thought should be in. Yeah. And usually that was SEC teams.
That's a good point.
And we all just bought it, and then here it is. And I'm not saying, I mean, we've had some of those teams would have won it. Like you take LSU, for example. Like I don't say they wouldn't have got beat. I don't think. But
never know.
I don't know. Some of these other years just kind of feels like I don't really know that that's really a thing. Like
I don't know either.
That's not
Miami was playing well coming into it. They kind of righted the ship, and they were playing good, and they got on a roll.
Mm-hmm.
And it has not been easy. They have played two very, very good teams that you've got to be good to beat them. They did.
I remember what year was it? I can't remember the year. 2007. That was a year it all went crazy, and everybody lost like 2 games. There were 2 lost teams in the national championship. And I thought Oklahoma to end that year was playing better than anybody, but they'd lost to, they ended up finishing number 4, I think. And anyway, I always wondered, man, if there was a playoff, then they may have won it, But you go back to 2000, the year we all loved, maybe they wouldn't have won it if they had to go through a whole playoff.
It's hard to do, and that's part of it. It's awfully hard to do. You have to also say, did the coaching all the crap going on at Mississippi, did that have an effect on that game? I don't think it did. I think they still would have lost.
I think it may have. I don't know if you could say for sure.
You don't know how much. Yeah. But, I thought Mississippi played really well.
Yeah.
They did not play a bad game.
Right. Yeah.
But I don't know. Miami they're good.
Yeah.
That's very interesting if they win this thing. Now, last year, I don't think Ohio, were they the 8?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they were better than that.
But they had lost 2 games.
True.
That's
true. You're right.
Until look, like
the playoffs, unless it was chaos, you wouldn't have 2 lost teams in there.
I was told by a few people, one person in particular, I got to shout, I won't shout the name, but you know who you are, that, hey, this SEC, you just have no idea how good this is, how much better these teams are. These SEC teams have not been very good.
Not this year.
And I was like, well, I root for Oklahoma. Like, I do know what good football looks like. Oh, not this SEC. It's like, these teams aren't very good out of the SEC right now.
They're not.
They're not bad. Like, these teams are not bad, they're not this. The SEC is not some powerhouse that's just roll the ball out and they're going to win. Like, Ole Miss was close. Georgia, I think you could say, was close.
Yeah,
but
they had to play each other.
OU wasn't that good.
No way.
Alabama was. OU and Alabama were good, but they weren't great.
They're good. That's all.
Yeah, it's like the first year OU was in the SEC,
I think,
and we went 6 and 7, and I was like, we went 6 and 7 because we suck. Like, those teams 2 years ago were not any good at all. Like Tennessee that made the playoff, they were terrible, and they made it. So like it. Now this year, I do think the SEC was better.
Well, I think the thing that makes the SEC tough is top to bottom. There's more depth, but they don't have that superstar team right now.
Right.
Like they've had with Alabama and Georgia in the past.
Right.
You can get beat, though, every single week.
I'm not saying it's a weak conference.
I know.
But I'm saying for years,
yes,
all the big propaganda was, well, might as well not even play the games and just give it to the SEC. And I mean, I just look at it now and it's like, I don't know that was really true.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, there are definitely teams that were like I bring up the LSU team again. That team, they were really good. But
they were. They had it all.
Yeah. It just, I don't know. I
just
look at it. It just kind of.
What's everybody going to say if Miami wins?
Well, and that's the other thing. Like,
yeah, but here's the deal: Miami did not play like this all year.
Mm-hmm.
They've just caught fire,
and
they're playing like they should have. You know, they've just caught fire. They're feeling it right now. See, they feel like they're invincible right now. And the other thing they're taking advantage of in this game for sure, and man, I'd be riding this if I was them, and I'm sure they are. They're sitting there 8.5-point underdogs.
Mm-hmm.
And they're spreading that all over the place. And you come into a game like that have talent all over the field, and you get them motivated, you get them in the right, they're playing great anyway. Dangerous. dangerous when you're that big an underdog.
Mm-hmm.
But Indiana has just not shown any cracks whatsoever.
Yeah.
I mean, will you be shocked? I will be totally shocked if they come out and turn the ball over.
Well, I mean, you could always turn the ball over. I would be totally shocked if they make stupid mistakes to turn it over. Like you could force a turnover or something like that.
Yeah.
But Mendoza's not throwing a ball right to somebody unhurried. That's for sure.
They're not going to fumble a punt, probably.
No. Would be shocked.
They're not going to get a punt blocked.
Would be shocked. Yeah.
They're not. That's what I mean. They're not going to do stuff like that.
Yeah.
And again, we're probably jinxing them, but
yeah.
I mean, I don't care if we are, but it's still, it's been an amazing story. I can't believe my eyes. I just cannot believe my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when Kansas State was making that run back 30, 40 years ago, couldn't believe it then. But guess what? They couldn't get to this. They never got to this point. They always lost.
No.
Now, what they did was remarkable. I'm not taking anything away from that one. It's unbelievable. They were worse than Indiana. Indiana's had some teams where they've been okay.
Yeah.
K-State was 0-11, 1-10 for years.
Mm-hmm.
But they always lost.
Yep.
They're kind of like the Indiana team last year.
Yeah.
Now, they were probably at their height. They probably were a little bit better than the Indiana team last year.
Yeah.
But not this year.
Yeah. Yeah. I would agree with that. Yeah.
This is an amazing thing.
It really is. Yeah.
And
yeah.
It's going to be interesting to see what happens down the road with Cignetti. If he does this again next year, or they're anywhere close to this, will the lure of the pros get him there? I don't think so.
Yeah. I don't. He's been in college for a long time, so
why would you do? Why would I don't? Unless he gets sick of this portal and all this other crap. I don't know. You never know.
Yeah.
Because it may get worse than what it is now, and it's bad enough.
Well, he's kind of the, they say Lane Kiffin's the king of the portal, but again, there's your media versus the reality. The reality is Cignetti is the king of the portal,
no doubt. Yeah, if he gets another quarterback next year, as good as this one out of the portal, yeah, he kind of knows what he's doing.
Yeah,
but yeah,
they'll be tough.
Yeah, he's it's been an amazing thing.
It has been amazing. It's been amazing to watch. I never, ever, 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 ever thought I would see this, but but it's
no.
I was talking to some guys last week, and we were talking about, man, it's just crazy to see Indiana's name, in this semifinal. And I said, shit, when I saw their name on the Rose Bowl field, I was like, that's not right. You know what I mean? Like, I'm still trying to get over that. And now we're in the national championship.
It's amazing.
And I haven't wrapped my head around how they're in the Rose Bowl. So
no.
Yeah, I mean, the portal and has just opened up for people. And it's crazy.
He's just done a heck of a job. There's somebody getting the players is one thing, but turning it around at Indiana is another thing. It's just, if it can be done there, it can be done anywhere.
Yep, absolutely.
But you got to get lucky and you got to get right.
You got to get the coach. Yep.
Yeah. Well, and then you got to have everything go your way. And, there's a fine line between winning and losing.
Yep. And you got to have the money. That's the other key.
You do nowadays, and let's face it.
Yeah.
It's only going to get worse.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Other schools are seeing this, and it's trickling all the way down into Division II.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's everywhere now.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you, and I don't know what's going on. I don't know the behind the scenes money like with Oklahoma, but I can tell you they got a hell of a lot more than they used to.
Oh yeah.
Because you look at the portal signees for them, and it's like, oh wow, they're getting anybody they want outside of the absolute like high end guy.
Yeah,
they still aren't getting that, but
right. Yeah.
So,
they probably could have if they wanted to, but they decided to go with 3 players instead of 1.
Right.
For the money.
Right. Exactly.
And so, I mean, they what, the first 2 days of the portal, they were just signing them right and left.
Yeah, which shows you they had them all targeted, and
they did.
And probably were communicating. And Yeah, had it all. That shit was all done before those kids even got in the portal. Would be my guess.
I think so too.
Yeah, and that's going on everywhere. But
Oh yeah, which again breaks concentration of teams that are in the playoffs and stuff. You got guys talking to them, and it's just it's crazy.
Yep. All right, that's it. That's all we got. That's that I didn't think we'd kill an hour, but we did.
No, I didn't either.
So, all right. Anything else before we get out of here?
Well, you went to the Maple Leafs and Colorado Avalanche last night in Denver.
Yes.
And compare that with some of the atmospheres you've been at.
For NHL specifically, or just overall?
NHL.
It had to rank up there, maybe the best, honestly.
Because they are a great team.
If you don't follow hockey, the Avalanche are the best team in hockey by a wide margin right now. They had won 17 straight games at home. So really? They were going and the franchise record was 18. So they were going to tie the record last night. And I knew it would be a great atmosphere. There were a lot of Toronto people there because that's just a great franchise. And I'm not exaggerating. There was not one empty seat in the building.
I believe that.
Packed.
Again,
because sometimes they'll say it's a sellout, but you look kind of at the bottom and it's like half the people are there because it's like corporate seats and stuff. But no, everybody was there. Heather is a huge Maple Leafs fan, and I was obviously rooting hard for the Maple Leafs because I don't like Colorado because of the rivalry with the Blues, and B, I want the Leafs to win. I watch them too, and the fans were super super nice to us. They never, said a bad word to us or anything. There was one super fan in front of us. And he was yelling the whole game, but he was super nice to us, so it was cool. The game was incredible. Seeing the Avalanche in person, Jesus, they are fantastic. And Toronto played incredible and beat them in overtime 4-3. It was a thrill. The Leafs scored with about 8 minutes left to take the lead 3-2, and within like 30 seconds, it was 3-3. Anytime the Leafs would get the lead in like 2 seconds, it was back tied. The Leafs killed off a penalty with 2:46 left on the clock. They got a penalty, and I looked at Heather and said, "This ain't good," because the first time the Avalanche got on a power play, no exaggeration, 5 seconds, and it was in the back of the net. So they're just so dynamic. Their top players are just, I've never seen anything like it. But Nylander and Matthews for the Leafs, Nylander scored the third goal, and then Matthews scored the third goal, and then Nylander scored the overtime winner. So they played great last night. Matthews was great, but anyway,
how far did it go in overtime before they scored?
It was 1 minute left in overtime.
So
Avalanche hit the post, and the whole place went nuts. I thought it went in, and it hit the post, and the Avalanche came in on a little bit of a rush, and they lost the puck. And you know how it is, 3-on-3 overtime.
Oh yeah,
you turn that puck over,
you're done.
And so we were on the blue line, and in overtime, the Avalanche were attacking on the blue line we were at. And when that thing squirted free, I don't remember the Leaf that got the puck, but I saw Willie, the Nylander, coming over on the other side. I saw the 2-on-1. And I said, this has got to go. Because I knew they were going to get the puck to Nylander. It's like, he's got to score. Because when you have that chance and it's your great player, he's got to put in the back of the net. And he did. So it was a fantastic game. We're staying 2 hotels over from where the Leafs stayed. So we went over and watched them get on the bus. That was really cool to do that too. So, and Nylander, who, if you don't know hockey, he's one of the top 10, 15 players in the world. He comes out, he puts his stuff on the bus. There were like 4 or 5 kids. He came and signed autographs. And instead of getting on the bus, he walked to the arena. So if you were walking in downtown Denver, you would have just walked right by him. He's just walking with
nobody probably know who he was.
Probably not. But yeah.
So the bus just left him. They knew he was just going to walk.
He had one guy with him. I'm sure it was like a team security or whatever. Yeah, he just took off walking.
Well, he must do that then.
That must be his thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why would
And
the
I'll
bus-
tell you, yeah, from their hotel, it's half a mile for sure to the arena. Like from where we're at, it's 0.8, I think it was
I'll be
over
darned.
there. So, but yeah, the Avalanche are great fans, man. God,
Right? It's a great sports city.
great building. Man, beautiful building.
Is it over there where the Broncos play?
Yeah. So if you look out my window right now, the arena is like directly straight in front of me, and then Mile High is just a little bit over to the left. Okay. And then Coors Field, we can't see it because buildings are blocking it. It's a little
off a little ways.
Yeah, it's a little ways. It's pretty close.
Not too far
to the right. Yeah, you could walk to it. Yeah.
So this and the Nuggets play in this building too.
Yeah.
So did they? Okay, it used to be called the Pepsi Center, didn't it?
Yeah, it's the same place.
It's the same place. Okay,
yeah.
Mm-hmm. I know where it is. Then. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought.
Yeah, and it's it was a great atmosphere.
It's a great sports city.
Oh yeah.
It really is.
We went after we watched them get on the bus. We went. They have a kind of a downtown district type of thing, and I mean there are Avalanche people everywhere. They also wore the old Quebec Nordiques jerseys last night. Oh my God, are those nice? Yeah,
pretty cool.
Yeah, super nice. So,
did they have the N on there?
Yeah, it looked just like the old jersey.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
pretty cool.
And it was amazing how many people had those jerseys. Like they were everywhere in the stands, and they only wear them, a few times a year.
Yeah, what a deal.
And Patrick here says, "Go Kings, go!" And of course, that's another great franchise too. They lost last night. I saw to the Stars, but Kings.
So the Leafs play tonight, right?
Yeah, Leafs are in Utah tonight.
This would be a good time to bet against them tonight. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, we
talked about it all on the ice, right?
We talked about right after the game because so they play in Utah tonight, and then they're in Vegas Thursday night, and we're heading to Vegas tomorrow for the game on Thursday. And we were talking after the game. It was like, man, that Vegas game, and I was like, well, actually, it's the Utah game that's going to be trouble.
Yeah,
by the time they get to Vegas, this Avalanche thing will be over with. Yeah,
they'll have a day off in between too.
Yeah, but
that's what I'm getting at tonight. Are they going to have any legs left?
And I don't know, because they played. I mean, it wasn't like an otherworldly effort last night. They just played sharp, like they were on from the start. Let me see what the odds are now on them.
It was astronomical this morning.
They are. So yeah, I mean the problem is like the Mammoth are a big favorite in the game.
That's
Utah minus 146. The Leafs are plus 122 right now.
So Vegas is thinking the same thing.
Yeah. Well, and part of that is that the backup goalie will play. The backup's very good though. That's not a problem.
Right.
But yeah, can they be ready to get that kind of effort again?
Well, it's just like, do you have any gas in the tank?
Yeah, because
you had to skate so hard last night.
Yeah, and Matthews played like 25 minutes last night. He can't play that much tonight. Yeah. But what the Leafs, what happened with them, they've had a lot of injuries. They haven't had Nylander and Matthews on the ice a lot at the same time this year.
Getting healthy.
And Nylander's starting to play a little bit, and Matthews is starting to play really well. And last night, and Heather pointed it out, and she was right, they shut down McKinnon. McKinnon didn't do a whole lot. Now the other guys did, but McKinnon didn't do anything. So that's a big help.
Well, the thing is, you can't really bet them though, because you're not getting enough.
No, you don't want to. It's one of those situations. Toronto's better than Utah.
Yeah.
So you don't really want to take minus 146 on Utah.
Too risky.
Yeah. You almost
I didn't
think the Leafs
146. I didn't think.
Yeah.
That's too much.
You almost want to bet the Leafs because
you do.
That's a pretty good number on them.
It really is.
They were plus 205 last night, the last time I checked before the game. So
I kind of like the Islanders tonight.
Yeah, where are they? I saw that.
Winnipeg.
They're in Winnipeg, yeah.
And they're underdogs.
Yeah, Winnipeg's not playing very well.
But the under's always good to take with the Islanders.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Defensive team for sure. Yep. Yeah. Carolina, if you can get them anything, decent at all, take them tonight against the Blues.
You can't.
I don't think Thomas is. Well, they were like minus 160. I would take that on Carolina.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think Thomas is going to play.
I don't understand why they're minus 160. Well, they played last night.
Yeah, shit. Who cares? That's why I look at that.
Yeah.
Anyway, it doesn't.
They had a really tough game last night.
Yeah,
if I remember.
But it was a good game, good experience. And now, like I say, we head to Vegas. That's another incredible atmosphere there. I think just as far as hockey goes, last night was better than Vegas. Like they were, I don't know. That just felt like big time hockey.
Think that when you go to Vegas, and I've never been there, but the other team's got so many fans there.
Other team will have, I think Toronto will have a ton there.
Most of those Toronto people will go to Vegas, probably.
Yeah, I think
Vegas, they may go to all 3 games.
They might, for sure.
Yeah.
I think Vegas is more of a the pre-game's amazing. Everything to do before the game is amazing. The fans are good, and I mean, there's a lot of people. I mean, it'll be sold out, but I don't know. Last night felt like going to what I would imagine going to a game at like Alabama in college football, or go to Kansas in college basketball. Like it just felt like you were going into a championship place. They
love their sports out there.
Yeah.
Well, they won the Stanley Cup. They know what it's all about.
Oh yeah,
the fans do. They know.
And I was just terrified the whole game because I swear, like Cale Makar would get the puck in his own zone, and in half a second they'd be on the goalie against. And it was just like, how did they move the puck that fast? It's because they're so fast. And I've seen really good teams. I've never seen a team as fast as them. It was incredible how fast they were. But so Toronto is too, though. I mean, they're really, really good.
Well, they lost 4 games, Colorado.
In regulation, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a pretty good hockey team.
I don't think they have a regulation loss at home. I think they've all been overtime losses at home. Yeah. So, they were good. They were good. But, Thursday will be interesting because I'm actually a Vegas fan. So, it'll be a fight on Thursday.
Yep. You'll just have to. Now, you don't have Toronto jerseys, do you?
No, Heather has Toronto hoodies and stuff.
Oh, okay.
So she had to, she was like, I don't know about a jersey. She's got 3 hoodies and she's like, I'm just going to wear these. And then we're walking out. She's like, yeah, I need a jersey. I was like, I know. If you're a big fan, you got to have a jersey.
They got beautiful colors. No doubt.
Oh, and they did
gorgeous.
They did stand out. They looked nice last night.
Oh, they're nice. Their uniform's classic.
We like the goalie. He's a St. Louis guy. So as far as he played,
it's nice that y'all have another team to root for since we don't have one right now.
This is true. I'll say the one good thing about the Blues playing terrible is you adopt second teams.
Yeah, you got to go find something. If you love hockey, you got to find another team.
Yeah, because if you just watch them, you would be very depressed.
It's awfully hard to watch.
Yeah. Patrick says, always fun to go to an away game and winning, no doubt, in Colorado. Need to get an old school Leaf jersey. Yeah, I saw a couple. I don't think there's a bad Toronto jersey. They all are pretty.
Their colors are so good.
I don't know. I think I don't think I could wear one. I don't think I could get to that fan level with them.
Well, it would be hard to root for 3 hockey teams.
That's the problem. I feel like if I get to another one and now I have 3, it gets a little ridiculous. I think you can have 2, but 3.
I've always liked Tampa.
Yeah.
They're my second favorite. But, I mean, I don't watch them. But if they get in the playoffs, I will.
Right.
Which they'll get in the playoffs. I've always liked to watch. They've always had great players.
Yeah.
And I think they play hard. I can't like Dallas.
No.
I can't like anybody in the Blues division.
No.
I just can't.
No, that was just fun. I mean, I have the biggest respect for Colorado, but I don't like them at all.
They don't bother me.
Well, I mean, they do me because they're rivals.
Yeah, but we're so bad that it doesn't bother me.
Well, that's true too.
I mean, if they get in the playoffs, which I mean, when they get in the playoffs, I should
Right.
say,
Yeah.
I'll probably root for them.
I probably won't.
I can. It depends on who they're playing, but I can.
Yeah, no, that's true too. I prefer them over Dallas. That's for
I
sure.
kind of like Edmonton.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I've always liked them. So
Okay.
they're playing Edmonton. I probably could root for him. I don't know if Dallas. Oh yeah, I can't root for Dallas.
Mm-mm.
There's just no way.
No.
Hmm.
I think a Toronto hoodie I could do. I don't think that's crossing the line, but you get the jersey. That's just kind of like okay.
It's just no. I wouldn't have a jersey. I wouldn't have a jersey.
Yeah,
No.
hood. Last night I was like, I could do a hoodie.
You want me to go there in Joplin and see if they got a Toronto hoodie for
No.
you? He's probably got one.
I don't. No.
He's probably got one.
Yeah. I don't. No.
He probably could get on the phone and get you one in about 3 days.
Yeah, I could order one and get it in
I know,
3 days.
I know. I mean, if I walk at the mall tomorrow, I'm gonna walk in there and see if he's got a Toronto.
See if he got one of those blankets in.
He had one and I just missed it.
I know. Try to get her one, and then she could have that one. That'd be
Okay,
good.
I will.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
He probably has only sold one his whole life, and he probably won't get another one. So
Yeah, I can't imagine how he's sold that one.
Toronto Maple Leafs in Joplin, Missouri. No, I can't either.
I would say if we had a Toronto Maple Leaf get together at a bar somewhere in Joplin, Missouri, it would just be Heather. I would imagine. Yeah.
I'd say that's a pretty safe bet with almost every hockey team.
No. Remember when the
Not
cup
the
came?
Blues. I'm not talking about the Blues. I'm just
remember when the cup came? There was
I know the Blues. You'd have I see some Blues stuff in Joplin.
Mm-hmm.
I see it. There's people that are. I think they've maybe grown up in St. Louis and somehow migrated down to here. And I you go to Walmart and places. I see some Blues stuff.
Yeah.
So there's some hockey people in Joplin. But that'd be about it. I don't know if they like anybody else.
Well, St. Louis is a great hockey town.
Oh, fantastic. They're selling out that arena, but that shit.
Yeah. Well,
people have to watch.
It's not just the Blues. The youth hockey in St. Louis is fantastic.
That's huge.
Yeah. And I mean, St. Louis has produced half the Olympic team, I feel like.
You know, they tell me youth hockey in Tulsa is pretty big. They don't have a lot of rinks, but there's a lot of kids that play hockey in
I hadn't
Tulsa.
heard that one.
Yeah.
Cool.
I don't know how reliable that is, but that's what I was told. So
they're saying that it's true. That's what I've. Okay, we're gonna get out of here.
Yeah, you got stuff to do.
Yep, I got stuff to do. I'm glad we got to do it though today. I got to do a day early. Blinkers off. I'd say it'll be Thursday. Well, I know it'll be Thursday, so we'll be there normal time for that. And that's it. So, guys, thanks everybody for watching. We'll be back next week, and we'll know who won the national championship. And if it's Miami, we'll go, well, we missed it again. And if it's Indiana, we'll say, there you go. So, and then we'll keep going on the NFL playoffs as well. All right, guys, thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you next week.